Whew. All right. It's been 1 year since I started development on Glass Expanded Cities, now Glass Overhaul mod, and it's pretty cool, you know? I don't really know what to say about that, but a lot has happened. I mean, I've had multiple phases of my modding, multiple stuff, experimenting. It's all gone pretty well, I'd say, to get to this point. And I'd like to say thank you for supporting me along the way. I still remember my first city being Perpignan. That was a long time ago. It's either Perpignan or Lafayette, actually, but one of those two. And I'll get to the update I released like after my monologue. And, you know, maybe I'll go through like a brief history of my mod. It's nothing much, but I should stop saying that. I started out on actually October 10, so 2 days ago, but I say October 12 because that's when I actually released the mod. And I just, the reason I made the mod was because I really disliked the lack of cities. I love learning about other people's cities and geography, especially a year ago. I love geography. Not so much anymore. I'm more, I don't really know, traveling focused. Culture. I like culture now. But, the lack of cities made me very unhappy. Just how empty it felt. So I added maybe 300 cities or so until around maybe I think December or January. I actually broke my mod directory on accident on my PC, so I couldn't update the game anymore. Um, that wasn't a fun day. That was not a fun day. I still have the video up, I think, of me freaking out about that. So, yeah. And, you know, I only had like 100 subscribers on the mod and my channel at that point. It wasn't a lot, but, that was very big to me because I wasn't expecting anyone. And I didn't think I was going to go anywhere with releasing the new version of the mod until people started telling me to add more provinces, add more states, and I was very hesitant because my first mod, which was actually to expand upon Greenland, it was to add a new province for Sisimiut. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not too fluent in Greenlandic, but for Kalalisut. But it failed miserably. I did not like making it. It took forever, and it wasn't fun. But when I tried it on this mod, it worked really well. It was very easy. I don't know why. Maybe I'd gotten better at modding, which wouldn't be possible because I only modded victory points. But it worked, and it worked really well. And then I started making states, getting requests. Creativity has kind of been something I struggle with because I'm not too creative. So I've always seeked for like community feedback and stuff because I'm always afraid I'll get something wrong or just, you know, add more things. Asking multiple people is much better than asking yourself one thing. And I think it worked well. I got maybe around that point 500 downloads on Steam Workshop, and I actually released the mod on Paradox at that point. maybe about 3 months later, in maybe March, I think, I started working on my first river. I don't know why I did this, actually. It just came across my mind. Hey, I've seen this before. Why not try it out? I wasn't very satisfied with how it looked. I'm still not. And I'm still experimenting to this day with how it should look. Like, today I added the Mekong River, um, and I'm trying to get this more river look to it. So instead of removing the base thing for rivers, I kept it. So now it actually looks like a flowing river, but you can put ships in it now. Not really, because look at these debuffs. I actually plan on making those debuffs worse. But anyways, it worked, kind of. Some people actually really hated it, which is why I'm actually going to announce that maybe tonight or tomorrow I'm going to be making another mod for this mod that will get rid of rivers for those people who don't like it, because I know there are a lot of people who don't like it. So yeah, it'll go hand in hand with this mod. It removes the rivers, putting the provinces somewhere else. Hopefully y'all will enjoy that. I'll make a video on that when I get to it. So yeah, rivers. And then I started making cities because obviously the mod's originality was for cities. So why not? Thick cities? People like those. I know that. Um, yeah, I liked it. Very nice. Anyways, around actually like what's the month before September? August, I think I saw a video. One day I just randomly searched the mod name and I saw a video of someone streaming Hoi 4 with the mod in it. It had 200 views, but it meant a lot to me because, people were actually. I have a community now, That was really nice. Made my week. And I think last week I actually found out that someone made a Luxembourg mod, which ran off of my mod, though it's not updated anymore. It was released in May 24. That was pretty neat. So yeah, brief history of my mod in the last year, I guess. Uh, there was also some Q&A that y'all had that I requested y'all ask me, so let me pull that up on my phone real quick so I can show y'all. General. Oh, I have a Discord server. You should definitely join it. Alright, number one. Alright. Ooh, it went up all of a sudden. How have you came up with the idea of making overhaul mod in the first place? What was the source of the idea to make it by myself? Like I said, I wanted more rivers. I wanted more victory points than people, wanted more stuff out of it, and I added more over time, and I liked it, kind of. And then, do you do some historical research for shape of the provinces? Try to make them represent the borders of different times/claims. How long does it take me to do? I normally shape my borders off of modern stuff because I find it very difficult to find historical borders, especially of obscure places. I would try my best when I do that, but you know, it, if it's requested, I will do it more than likely. Like right now, I'm trying to figure out how to get Mongolia to be more accurate, but I can't find anything for it. And also, I'm a very lazy researcher, unfortunately, but it'll come, always. I always try to make it work. Alright, next was, will I one day come back and rework older provinces? My answer is simple. Yes, of course. A lot of things to be redone here. A lot of very terrible stuff. Very Paradox like to generalize stuff. You know, as someone in my server once said. Actually, I forgot, but like they like to combine small areas into a larger, more generalized area, which isn't very representative of state-wise and culture-wise. Whatever, you know. And let's see. Hmm. My thoughts on the current state of the game, content gameplay wise. How long have I played Hoi 4 and other PDX games? So, I think Hoi 4 is it's way too reliant on DLC. There's too many DLC. Get mod instead. I encourage mods, obviously. But, you know, sometimes the DLC is nice. I like the game itself, but it's very unstable. And I haven't played an actual game in a very long time. I just modded, man. I think I'll do that soon. I have about 1,300 hours on it. Maybe 1,200. Not very many by Hoi 4 standards. I think about 500 hours of that is just modding. And as for other Paradox games, probably like 5 hours on EU4 and 5 minutes on Victoria 4. I hated that game. No offense to Vic 4 players. It's just not my style. Anyways, what else? How long do I plan to work on the mod? Either until I get into college or I get out of college. I know college will be a very busy part of my life, but maybe if I have free time, I'll at least try to keep it updated to the game's version. I know that there's about to be new DLC released. I pre-purchased the thing, and that's going to be a pain to deal with. No idea why I just mentioned that, but anyways. And then I had one more question that someone gave me on YouTube. I will answer that right now. Number one, how hard is it to come up with ideas for the next update? Not always too hard, but you know, I lack creativity sometimes, so I often go upon asking my community, as you know. Does my team have any infighting when it comes to updates? No, not really. I try to keep my team small because smaller team, sure, longer time to do things, but organization is so much better. Though I know I asked for, you know, people joining my dev team, but that's for like focus trees because I have one or two people on that right now. When did I start modding? September 23rd, 2023. That was my SysMU mod actually. So yeah, that was the Q&A, and so let me think. What else am I failing to mention? Probably like future stuff. I'm gonna add more rivers. I actually said I was gonna add another one by the end of tonight, but I got busy. But I will try to add one by tomorrow, noon maybe. And there's a lot of things I want to do. It's hard to just explain it all in one video. Speaking of which, anniversary update. I promised Rhodesia would get a focus tree, but the developer who has been working on that hasn't released it to the GitHub yet, so I can't release it yet, but I promise within the week. In the meantime, I made my promise of keeping San Marino. I fixed it for once. Let's go. This will be getting a focus tree soon. And we're working on the Monaco focus tree beta, so I know this is the wrong leader. We're going to fix that. That'll come out maybe soon. And I added Andorra. That's cool. Work on that soon after San Marino in the Vatican. Yeah. Though I know this isn't the most accurate, it's the most accurate I could find. Anyways, anniversary update. Why am I lagging so much? 8 FPS. More stuff for Paris. I'm gonna add stuff soon. I think Fergana Valley was added. Oh yeah. I'm gonna fix this because the cities are not very accurate. But you know, as I said earlier, I added the Mekong River with a little bit of testing there. And I added. Ooh, I actually forgot. I've been working on this for a bit. Like 2 more state provinces for El Salvador to get ready for something. West Florida. Oh yeah, that's right. I smoothed out state borders for rivers because some people didn't like that. So Stalingrad was united, but now it's west and east. Astrakhan had a little bit of land on the southern part, but now that belongs to Kalmykia. Rostov had some of this right here, but now that's Bataisk. Same thing for Engelsmarkstad. That's now claimed by Mikhailovka. This small peninsula thing was Koibyshev, but now it's Ulyanovsky. Yeah, definitely, that's how you pronounce it. Think gave a look at Copenhagen and stuff, but there's a lot, kind of. But you know, this is the 1 year anniversary. I still feel like I kind of under-delivered on it. I could have done better, but then again, eh, I was busy all week. Gonna be busy this week, but I'm still gonna try to do as much as I can. That's the 1 year anniversary. Alright, like and subscribe. Join the Discord, as per usual. And I hope you have a good day, good week, good year. Good night, world.